Hi everyone, today let's learn how to hook eggs. The yarn I use in this video is to make it easier for everyone to watch the tutorial more easily. Everyone mainly uses the yarn they bought themselves. Here, let's first outline the egg whites. Let's take a look at the ring starting method. Place the thread above your left pinky finger and wrap it around. Thread it over your fingers and wrap it around your middle finger. Here, we need to leave a 1 to 2 centimeters thread end here. After circling it once over the middle finger, press the intersection point of the coil with your thumb. This is the method for initiating the needle in the pregnancy shape. Next, we start the first round of our egg whites. We need to crochet 6 single crochets. Here, at the start of each round, we start with a standing stitch. Let's take a look at the hooking method for the standing pin. Insert the crochet hook into the loop. Crochet with thread. At this point, you can see a loop formed on the crochet hook. Then crochet the hook above the thread you have drawn with all 10 fingers. Wind the line from bottom to top. Pull the thread out from the loop on the crochet hook. Use your thumb and cotton-free fingers to pull the thread tight like this. This lifting needle is set up. Alright, next we start crocheting the first round of 6 single crochets. Let's take a look at the hook method for the single stitch. Insert the hook into our loop. Crochet with thread. At this point, there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. We place the crochet hook above the thread you have pulled up and wrap it through. Pull the thread out from the 2 loops on the crochet hook together. This is the crochet method for the single crochet. After crocheting a single crochet, it looks like a slight self-moving shape, micro self-propelled circumference. Here, we need to mark the DG with a marker. We take out the marker deduction, and then just adjust these 2 wires in the micro-shaped shape. Alright. We need to crochet a total of 6 single crochets. Let's take a look at the crochet method for the single crochet. Insert the crochet hook into the loop. Bring the line out. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. We wound the thread. The crochet hook starts above the thread that is drawn from the 10 fingers. Wind the line from bottom to top. Pull the yarn out from the 2 loops on the crochet hook. Alright, the second single crochet is done. What about us? Crochet the remaining 4 single crochets well. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, after crocheting 6 single crochets, let's count them all. A micro-shaped pattern represents a stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th stitch. Then, after finishing the last stitch, we also need to mark it with marks. In that case, many of us can easily find them by joining hands with sisters. The positions of the first and last stitch. After finishing the hook, we remove this coil and tighten the thread end. Here, we must tighten the thread end. If you avoid it, a movement will appear in the middle. Okay, after tightening the yarn end, at the end of each round, we crochet a slip stitch with the first stitch. To finish the connection, let's take a look at the outlining method for the slip pin. Insert the crochet hook into the subtitle of the first single crochet marked by the commuter mark. Okay, crochet and thread out. At this point, you can see 2 loops on the crochet hook. Hook the first coil out from inside the second coil. The pull pin is already done. When we crochet with the pull stitch, make sure to pull it tight. That way, we'll finish the first round. After the first round, there are 6 stitches. The thread end here is the thread end we started. We cut it with scissors. Leave 1 to 2 centimeters of thread end. Just prevent disconnections. Alright, now let's start the second round. Let's start with a standing pin. For the second round, we need to hook 6 versus. The V shape means an increase in the single crochet. Crochet 2 stitches inside a single needle screen. Crochet 2 single crochets inside 1 needle screen. Let's see how to hook the branch. Remove this mark. Let's start by crocheting a single crochet. After the short needle is cut, use the cut hook to mark the first stitch of the second round. After marking, we still crochet a single crochet in this frame. This is the method for outlining the character, also called frame increase for single needles. Let's take another look. Entering the frame in the next frame. First, crochet a single crochet, then continue framing within this frame. Then crochet out a single crochet. This is the frame increase for the second single crochet. Third, This round will be hooked up to 6 times in total. Alright, here, the second round has 6 single crochet increases. After finishing the hook, we still took out the counting numbers and buckles. Take the last single crochet. We mark it with a counting mark. After finishing, we still need to crochet a needle with a hook to make guard connections. Alright, the second lap is done. After the second round of hooking, there are a total of 12 stitches. Next, we start hooking up to the third loop. We set up a standing needle. Here's the third lap. We are going to crochet a single crochet, an increase on a single crochet. Repeat 6 times. Let's take a look. We took this mark off for him. Let's start by crocheting a single crochet. Alright, here, for this first stitch, mark it with a marker. The last stitch must be marked with a marker. I won't remind you any further. Remember to mark it yourselves, especially for beginners. After finishing the first single crochet, next, in the next frame, crochet the increase for the single crochet. That is, crochet 2 single crochets in one frame. Alright, this round is exactly like this. First, crochet a single crochet, then crochet a single crochet with an increase. Repeat the check mark 6 times in total. Crochet a single crochet, then a single crochet increase. Then crochet another single crochet, an increase on a single crochet. This circle is ours. Everyone slowly hooks it. Alright, here is the third round. We do a single crochet, an increase on a single crochet. Repeat the hook 6 times, then complete. We crochet a pull-out stitch to make guard connections. Alright, we've finished the third round here. After the third round, there are 18 stitches. There are also many new sisters here. That is, I don't know how to count the number of these circles. We can see it. You can clearly see the protrusion. A circle like this, each circle represents a 1, 2, 3, and a good one. Next, let's start buying the fourth ring. Let's start with a standing pin. For the fourth round, we need to buy 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet, and repeat the increase 6 times. Let's take a look. First, we buy a single crochet. And then, well, I won't use the counting numbers here. Alright, I won't use Jihaogo to demonstrate here. We must remember this. The first and last stitches must also be marked with a counting number to avoid mistakes. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Crochet a single crochet in the show. Alright, after crocheting the 2 single crochets, we need to crochet a single crochet increase in the next program. Let's take a look. And that's the show itself. We need to crochet 2 single crochets. This is the increase for the single crochet. Alright, let's repeat this method for this sign. First, crochet 2 single crochets, then crochet a single crochet with an increase. Repeat the check mark 6 times. We will finish the remaining 5 attempts on it. Alright, after crocheting 2 single crochets, increase stitch for a single crochet. Alright, here's the fourth lap. 2 short circles and 1 short circle for frame boost. After we repeat the check mark, hook a pull-out pin to perform guard connections. Alright, after the fourth round, a total of 24 frames. Next, let's start the 5th loop. Circle 5 here. We need to hook 3 short formations first, then hook a short array for frame boost. Repeat the check mark 6 times. Let's take a look at a standing frame. And then, we enter the frame in the first frame, hook a short frame. Then, in the next frame, check a short frame. In the next frame, check a short frame. After finishing, in the next formation, we check a short array for frame boost. This circle is exactly following this hook method. Repeat the check mark 6 times. Let's hook it once. 1, 2, 3. Here, let's slowly finish this loop. Here, the 5th loop is the last hook. We hook an extraction frame to perform the guard connection. After the 5th round, the frame is 30 frames. Next, let's start the 6th loop. Let's start with a standing frame. For the 6th circle, we first hook the short frame, then hook a short array for frame boost, then crochet 2 more single crochets. Repeat the check mark 6 times. Let's take a look first. In the first subtitle, we insert the stitch and crochet the first single crochet. Then, in the next subtitle, hook the second single crochet. After crocheting 2 single crochets in the next subtitle, we hook the thumb for the segment frame. After finishing the increased stitch of the single crochet in the next subtitle, we hook a single crochet. In the next subtitle, check a single crochet. Our circle follows this method of hooking 2 single crochets, then increase the single crochet, then crochet 2 more single crochets. Let's take another look. First, crochet a single crochet, then, in the next subtitle, make another single crochet. After finishing 2 single crochets, make an increase with 1 single crochet. After finishing, we make a single crochet in the next subtitle. Then, in the next subtitle, hook a single crochet. This is the second time. Then we tick the hook a third time. Here we are the 6th lap. I repeat 6 times with 2 single crochets. An increase on a single crochet. After finishing 2 single crochets, crochet a slip stitch. After this round, there are a total of 36 stitches. Next, let's start hooking the 7th lap. Let's start with a standing pin. Here, our 7th lap is neither increasing nor decreasing. Crochet a single crochet over each stitch screen. A total of 36 single crochets. Let's take a look. We crochet a single crochet on the first stitch. Next, crochet a single crochet on top of the needle screen. Next, crochet a single crochet on top of the stitch screen. This is right here on each needle screen. Crochet a single crochet inside each needle screen. A total of 36 single crochet rounds. Let's all finish it together. Alright, here the 7th circle is neither increasing nor decreasing. Crochet 36 single crochets done. Then we seduce and pull out the needle. Alright. Next, let's start the 8th round. Let's start with another erection needle. For the 8th round, we need to crochet 5 single crochets, then a single crochet increase. Repeat the check mark 6 times. Let's start by crocheting 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, after crocheting 5 single crochets, we crochet the single crochet with an increase. This is how we hook the loop. First, crochet 5 single crochets, then crochet a single crochet with an increase. 3. Okay, here is the 8th lap. I repeated the increased stitches of the 5 single crochets and 1 single crochet 6 times. After finishing, we hook 8 stitches to finish the connection. After this loop, we had a total of 42 stitches. The sisters from Shijo came in and counted. Next, let's start the 9th round. Let's start with a standing pin. Here is the 9th lap. We need to crochet 3 single crochets first, then crochet a single crochet increase. Crochet 3 more single crochets and repeat 6 times. Let's take a look. First, crochet the first single crochet over the first stitch. Then, in the next stitch, crochet the second single crochet. In the next stitch, crochet the third single crochet. After crocheting 3 single crochets in the next subtitle, we need to crochet a single crochet increase. After finishing the increase of the single crochet, let's crochet 3 more single crochets. Hook a stitch over each subtitle. Alright, after the hook, this round will follow this method. First, crochet 3 single crochets. Crochet a single crochet with an increase. Crochet 3 more single crochets. This is our lap. You have to check it 6 times in total. 1, 2, 3. Then increase the single crochet. Alright, 13. Increase the single crochet. Then we start the 3rd round of 3 single crochets, then a single crochet increase, 3 single crochets. Let's write it around this round. Here are 3 single crochets on the 9th round. Then a single crochet increase, 3 single crochets. Repeat the check mark 6 times. We hooked up to the last stitch. We crochet a pull-out stitch to finish the connection. After this round, there are 48 stitches. Next, let's start the 10th loop of the hook. Let's start with a standing pin. Here, laps 10 to 17. We are all without increasing or decreasing. Hook a single crochet over each subtitle. Each round requires crocheting 48 single crochets. Let's take a look. Take a single crochet in the subtitle of the first single crochet. Then, in the next subtitle, make another single crochet. That's it. Hook a single crochet inside each subtitle. Let's repeat the 10th to 17th laps. Each round has 48 single crochets without increasing or decreasing. Let's hook it up. A reminder here, that's what we new sisters say. That is, never remember the end of each lap. Don't forget to crochet this pull pin. At the beginning, be sure to remember to set the needle upright. Alright, here are the 10th to 17th laps. After crocheting 36 single crochets without adding or decreasing. Next, let's start the 18th loop of the hook. Let's start with a standing pin. Here's the 18th lap. We need to crochet 3 single crochets first. Then check out the letter A. Then crochet 3 more single crochets. Here, the letter A means 2 stitches become 1. Also called a reduced stitch for single crochet. Let's take a look. Let's start by crocheting 3 single crochets. Crochet the stitch into the first stitch. Start by crocheting the first single crochet. Then, in the next stitch, crochet the second single crochet. In the next subtitle, hook the third single crochet. Okay, after crocheting 3 single crochets. Next, we need to crochet the single crochet with a decreasing stitch. Let's look at the method of hooking. Here, we have every subtitle. Both are 2 micro-shaped lines. We insert the crochet into our next subtitle. Here, you just need to call it up. This half-shaped line near our body. Then bring the hook into the next subtitle, or maybe it's just a transfer. This half-shaped line near our body. At this point, you can see 3 loops on the crochet hook. Crochet with thread. Move through the first 2 coils. Then wind the thread, passing through the last 2 coils. This is the crochet method for the decreasing letter A in single crochet. After finishing, we need to crochet 3 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3. This circle is exactly like this crossmark method. First, crochet 3 single crochets. Then crochet a single crochet with a decrease. Crochet 3 more single crochets. Let's start crocheting the second one. 1, 2, 3, good. After 3 single crochets are done, we started crocheting single crochets in a simple way. Let's take another look. Then thread the hook onto the next stitch. Pull up the half-shaped thread near our body. Carry the crochet into the next stitch, or adjust the half-wiggled shaped thread close to our body. At this point, there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Crochet with thread, pass through the first 2 coils. Winding the thread from the back 2 coils. Alright, let's continue crocheting 3 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we'll move up to these 4 groups. 3 single crochets, 1 single crochet with a single crochet, and 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then take the single crochet and simple crochet. Alright, crochet 1, 2, 3. Alright, here is volume 18. We have 3 single crochets and 1 single crochet simple crochet. 3 single crochets for a simple one. After 3 single crochets, we crochet a slip stitch to make guard connections. Alright, after finishing this round, it will be 42 FPS. Next, let's start straightening lap 19. Let's start with a standing frame. From lap 19 to lap 20, we kept the numbers straight. Hook 42 short frames. We check a short frame on each frame. On every frame, we covered laps 19 to 20. Each circle contains 42 short frames without adding or decreasing. Straighten it out. Alright, here the 19th and 20th laps are just no additions or decreases. After marking 42 short frames. Next, let's start loop 21. Let's start with a standing pin. Here, for the 21st round, we need to crochet 5 single crochets. A single crochet with a reduced stitch. Repeat the check mark 6 times. Let's take a look. We crochet the first single crochet on the first stitch screen. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, after crocheting 5 single crochets, let's crochet a single crochet with a decreased stitch. Insert the hook into the next stitch and pull it up. This half enlarged thread near our body. Carry the crochet hook into the next stitch screen, or maybe it's just a transfer. The half of the note near our body is the line that is naturally self-acting. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Cable. First, hold through the first 2 coils, winding through the last 2 coils. Alright, this is exactly how we hook the loop. First, crochet 5 single crochets, then crochet a single crochet with a decreasing stitch. Repeat 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then crochet the single crochet with a decrease. Alright, here are the 5 single crochets on the 21st round. A single crochet with a reduced stitch. Repeat the hook 6 times, then complete. We crochet a pull-out stitch to finish the connection. Okay, after this round, it's 36 FPS. Next, we start the 22nd lap. Let's start with a standing frame. Here are laps 22 to 23. Each frame is always carefully outlined with a short frame without adding or tightening it. Each round is 36 short frames. Let's take a look. On the first frame, check first the first short frame. Okay, next frame on the screen and shorten the frame. On the next frame, check a short frame on top. Each frame corresponds to a short frame. Alright, let's all do these 2 rounds ourselves. Here are 36 short frames that don't add or tighten for you. Remember to pull out the hook at the end of each round. At the beginning, remember to set the needle upright. Alright, from the 22nd to the 23rd lap, no additions or decreases. After crocheting these 36 single crochets, hook a slip pin to finish the connection. Alright, next we start hooking the 24th lap. Let's start with a standing pin. Here, on the 24th round, we need to crochet 2 single crochets, then crochet a single crochet with a decrease, then crochet 2 more single crochets. We need to repeat the hook 6 times. Let's take a look. First, crochet 2 single crochets. 1, 2. After crocheting 2 single crochets, we make a decrease for the single crochet. After crocheting the single crochet with a reduced stitch, let's crochet 2 more single crochets. 1, 2. This is exactly how we did our lap. 2 single crochets, a single crochet with a reduced stitch, then 2 single crochets. Repeat the check mark 6 times. 1, 2. Then crochet the single crochet with a decrease. After finishing the hook, then crochet 2 more single crochets. 1, 2. Alright, let's start crocheting 2 single crochets. Then decrease the single crochet. Are 2 single crochets in this round, then a single crochet with a decrease. Repeat the 2 single crochets 6 times. After finishing the hook, we crochet a pull-out stitch. We finished by lap 24. After the checkout was done, this round is 30 stitches. Next, we start hooking lap 25. Let's start with a standing pin. Here, for lap 25, we are not increasing or decreasing. Crochet a single crochet over each stitch screen. Crochet 30 single crochets. Let's take a look. Crochet 1 stitch over each needle screen. Let's take our time to complete this round ourselves. Alright, here, after crocheting 30 single crochets in the 25th round, which are neither too tight nor too tight. Next, we start sketching lap 26. Let's start with a standing pin. Here, for the 26th round, we need to crochet 3 single crochets, then a single crochet with a decrease. Repeat the crochet 6 times. Let's take a look. On the first stitch, start by crocheting the first single crochet. After the checkout was done, crochet a single crochet over the next stitch. In the next stitch, crochet a single crochet. After crocheting 3 single crochets, we crochet a single crochet with a decreasing stitch. Alright, this circle follows the straightening method. 3 single crochets and 1 single crochet with a decreasing stitch. Repeat the check mark 6 times in total. Let's crochet 3 more single crochets. Then a single crochet with a decrease. Three. Here, let's do it ourselves. Alright, here are 3 single crochets. A single crochet with a reduced stitch. Repeat the hook 6 times, then complete. We crochet a pull-out stitch. Alright, the 26th circle is done here. After finishing the 26th round, a total of 24 stitches. Next, let's start the 27th lap. Let's start with a standing pin. Here is lap 27. We are going to crochet a single crochet with a reduced stitch, a single needle. Repeat the construction 6 times. Let's take a look. Above the first subtitle, first hook a single crochet. After finishing the hook, let's start crocheting a single crochet with a decreasing stitch. Alright, after crocheting the single crochet with a reduced stitch, let's crochet another single crochet. In the next subtitle, check a single crochet. On this day, we followed this method. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet with 1 decrease, a single needle. Repeat 6 times. Let's continue crocheting a single crochet, then a single crochet with a decrease. Then a single crochet. Then continue. This is how we construct all of this. Alright, here's a single needle. After crocheting a single crochet with a decrease and a single crochet 6 times, we crochet 8 stitches. After this round, there are a total of 18 stitches. Next, let's start sketching lap 28. Let's start with a standing needle here for the 28th round. We crochet 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet with a decrease stitch. Repeat the hook 6 times to take a look. In the first subtitle, first make a single crochet. After finishing, let's crochet the next stitch to the single crochet. We are going to crochet a single crochet with a reduced stitch. Alright, after the hook, let's start crocheting another single crochet. After finishing the single crochet, decrease the single crochet. This is how we crochet a single crochet. Repeat the single crochet stitch decrease 6 times. After crocheting this round, let's pause for a bit. Here we are lap 28. Decrease 1 single crochet after another. Repeat 6 times and finish the hook. For now, we won't promote them. First, enlarge this first circle. Here, what we need to do is fill in the blank. Fill the egg with it, and it's not necessary, because on the last lap, we need to fill the free zone. The only issue is that the opening is too small. It is not easy to fill in. Here, let's take out some sweet onions. Each time we fill the cotton, it's a small amount. It means filling in small amounts multiple times. This way, you can fill it up very full. We need to use the tip of the scissors. Then put this on. Stuff the scallions into the plant. That's how we are. Fill it in bit by bit. Small amounts each time. Fill in a small amount. Then fill in the form a few more times. Here is our cotton. Just fill it up like this. Pressing down makes it less likely to collapse. Then it looks plump again. Then we crochet the hook back to the 28th loop. Tighten the coil inside the final loop. After tightening, we crochet a slip stitch. This is called connection. Alright, We've finished on lap 28. After finishing, there are a total of 12 stitches. Next, we started the 29th lap, that is, our own lap, the last lap after this. Let's start with a standing pin. For the last round, we need to crochet 6 single crochets for the simple crochet. Reduce 6 single crochets. We set the needle here. After setting up a standing needle, this is where we got our first shot. Don't get it wrong. Alright, this is exactly what our lap looks like. Then crochet 6 single crochets with a decrease stitch. Be careful when hooking here, because after we filled this cotton, when we hook it, it's easy to bring out the filling. We need to be careful. The third single crochet is a decrease stitch. Alright, the sixth single crochet is a decrease stitch. After crocheting 6 single crochets, reduce the stitch. Next, we find the low needle. Then the low needle is the one. What about the needle screen? Hook a tail stitch to finish the connection. Alright, here it is. Let's stretch the end of the thread. Probably just stretch the yarn end by 15 centimeters. Alright, after stretching it out, let's cut this out. After cutting, let's put the egg on top. Make a seam for it. Let me teach you how to close the pitch. We took out the stitching needle. Put this wire. Thread it onto the sewing needle. Alright, after sewing it onto the sewing curtain, let's adjust our external half needle again. It is a needle screen shaped by this micron. Actually, every stitch is like this. We still adjust the outer half of the Wazy-shaped wire. After finishing the last stitch on this one, there are 6 stitches. So we need to adjust the needle curtain with 6 outer half needles. 2, 3, 6. After adjusting, tighten the end of the thread. Okay, after tightening, this is what it looks like. Then we take this line from the center position. Thread it out from this plant. Thread this needle out of the plant. It tightens. Tighten it. After tightening, we move through the plant several times. Here, I'm still teaching. Here's a method for everyone. This means the wire won't loosen. Lead this thread to the position of the tail needle. The left and right positions are fine. Then we pick a stitch. We're down here. Pick out the subtitles like this. After picking it out, let's take a screenshot. Just like this, usually cut like this. Hang up the line and intercept, then pull out this key. This is like we've fought to the death. This makes it less likely to get disconnected. And this one, the color of the plant is the same, so you can't tell if this is the cut. We will do this. The line in the chouineux is inside this plant. After shuttling back and forth a few times, you can disconnect the cable. After cutting the thread, cut off the thread end. Use the sewing needle to adjust the thread end inside, then hide the thread inside. Alright. Once everything is done. After everything is done, we just give it this egg. How about plastic surgery? Because eggs are oval shaped, then we reshape it. Alright, this is the main part of our egg. Arrangement of construction methods.